What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're starting this one off in some motocross clothing. I broke out my favorite set of gear because one of my buddies actually has a cool little private track at his house. And well, one of my other buddies now has the KTM SX F250, and he offered to let me take it for a cruise. As you guys know, I'm awaiting an SXF, I almost messed that up, 350 from JT Motorsports. They just haven't come in yet, and I haven't gotten on the saddle of that 250 that sat in my shop for a while. Today's the day. I'm pretty excited. We got the quad over here. I may or may not have rode it over. I definitely didn't ride it over. I trailered it over. Who would ride a quad on the street? Nobody ever, dude. So yeah, this is the new Can-Am Renegade 1000 XXCR. This thing is a...
I don't even know that there's a word in the English language.
Beast doesn't really actually describe it. It's a freaking fierce animal. It's
tap the throttle and it's like, whoop!
Yeah, it's in sport mode. You can actually put it in grandpa mode with this switch right here.
Oh, really? And
it adjusts the throttle sensitivity, just the power, just all those things. This thing is absolutely gnarly. So I brought this by so Jake could cruise around on it when we go back to the track. I'm really excited, guys. This is gonna be a great afternoon.
Grandpa status.
I forgot how taxing this shit is.
The next day.
Would you just look at the beauty in that right there. Custom cut, gloss military green enthusiast decal for Sarge's back window. It is gonna look right at home. And a few more truck mods, miscellaneous ones, let's just put it that way. Good afternoon, guys. Ah, yes. Look at the views out in Pennsylvania. You know, polarized perspective is really one of the greatest ones in life. I'll just let you know. Hope you guys are all doing absolutely fantastic and you're ready for another awesome upload here. I am super excited about today's video because we are gonna be putting, I'm gonna say the last stretch of work into Sarge. On the last video, we left off there at the end of revealing the LML, which is kind of tucked on the backside, our 2.0 build with some serious work that went down on Sarge. We had basically ended that video where we were mounting up all the rock lights, 18 of them to be specific, and they still need wired. We still need to do some miscellaneous trim installations, some other fine things, but the goal for today is to actually get that truck out of the shop and onto the road for the first time. To see it outside on a beautiful sunny day like this in Pennsylvania couldn't have been planned any better. With the sunny weather that we're dealing with today, it's kind of a somewhat difficult decision. I walked past my keyring this morning, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that it's been a vibe lately. If you're not following me on Instagram and you're in for good vibes in your feed, you definitely want to check it out. But the decision was tough. We were faced with what vehicle to take. 2020 F450, 1300 horsepower, 5.9 Cummins, Lucifer, which one of you is going to be taking home very soon with $30,000 cash, or the LML, and then there's the C7Z06 Stage 4 at that makes over 800 horsepower to the rear wheels with that Stage 4 Raceproof Motorsports package. Decisions, but the choice, my friends, was obvious. Just a quick little update on this car. I've been absolutely loving it. It is insane, truly insane. Makes me smile ear to ear every single time I just hear it fire up, let alone accelerate, and you feel all those ponies flowing through that LT4 with the supercharger on top. It is an absolutely beautiful thing, my friends. You feel like a true patriot when you're behind the wheel of that, and the reactions that you get and the respect that you get out on the road will never, ever go unappreciated. So that being said, let's jump in our chariot today and head to the shop. Yep, spinning our 888s at 70 degrees outside. This thing is a freaking beast. We're gonna pick right back up where we left off in the last video, boys. Let's do this. What an exciting day it is, my friends. A truly exciting day at that.
Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Countdown, levitate. Going up, elevate. Watch me demonstrate. On time, never late. I grind, celebrate. No pump, fake, hesitate. I've been scoring every day. Champagne Perrier. Since 9-3, been in the box, now stepping up to home.
The rock lights are rocked skin. Oh, I had to say it. That was just such a bad dad joke, but look at all that white lighting up front on this thing. It looks awesome. The only rock lights that we don't have in are in the back right now because I'm somewhat forgetful, and in my excitement in picking up all the wrap parts from Brody at Accelerate Auto, I actually left fender liners over at his shop. I'll be picking those up once the bumper's rewrapped and the tailgate are rewrapped here, hopefully in a few days, probably not on the vlog. To really see those rock lights glaring off of that platinum powder-coated black exhaust tip. That thing looks freaking killer. We've got everything wired up here for these back fender lights though, so all we'll need to do is splice in the lights in the fender well, get them mounted up, install it, and call it good. What we do is actually do a quick disconnector on all of our rock lights in the fender wells, so that way if the fender well actually has to get dropped in the future for whatever reason that we'll want to drop the fender liner for, we can just quickly disconnect them versus having to cut and re-splice in wires. On another note, what looks different about the front wheels right now? What are you guys seeing? Holy crap, dude. This thing looks like it's fierce as hell. Something straight out of a movie. We've got all 10 black painted spikes and center caps now installed on the front wheel. The wheel's a little bit dirty right now, but it looks sinister, to say the least. We were gonna do these spikes on Convict, but never got around to it, and I'm kind of happy it happened that way because this is a first time on Sarge, and it looks so freaking in charge. My dad jokes are just so real today. So I'd say the best for last, or the worst, however it is that you want to say it. It's not the worst, it's just tedious. Our chrome now painted black window trim bezel pieces that have to go back on. We've got our badges, the 6.7 and the Power Stroke, and then we've got rear tailgate badge, which we can't put on until we have our tailgate. Plus we have to put all the other spikes on and our 2 center caps. I said this before, right when the build was about to get started, that Sarge was going to be very much in charge, and that's exactly what we accomplished with this truck. I'm so happy with how it turned out, guys. You don't even know. The reactions that I've been getting from this truck all day have just been spectacular. I may or may not have took it through town just to see if I could have sparked any reactions. And needless to say, it was very much a success. Guys, this truck looks phenomenal. That's all I have to say about it. It is something completely different nature, and it is truly one of a kind. You will not see another F450 like this one right here anywhere, because this is, to my knowledge, the only 2020 F450 new body style Alumaduty F450 that's wrapped in a gloss military green, and it just turned out amazing. All right, guys, so let's start from the top. The truck is actually not completely together yet. You'll notice a few things missing, but what I want to do is start from the front and work to the back so you can truly see all the detail that came together with this build. Anybody that's new to this build, this is a 2020 Platinum. It's got 1,600 or 1,700 miles on it. It's brand new. Black Platinum with a black interior, full sunroof, and all the goodies. Now let's get into the wrap. So this is a gloss military green by Inoza Tech, I think, if I'm saying that correctly. And it is quite the impressive wrap. You'd actually almost think that it was a paint. A few people approached me, as a matter of fact, when I made a quick pit stop on my way back to the house, and they were like, wow, we've never seen a paint color like this. And I was like a pig in poop and saying, well, it's actually not paint, it's a wrap. And they were blown away because the quality of it is just something that you need to see with your own 2 eyes physically next to the truck. So here we go, guys. Right up front, we're starting with the Platinum grille. So we wrapped the upper and lower bezels as well as the eyelets. We also did a color match on the front badge. So we've got the metallic black paint, and then we've got the wrap color as a coordinating sync on the forward badge. Coming on the back of the grille, we've got all of our cross member bars paint to match of the truck, also same color as the badge. Our headlights, although they are not cleaned up, they still got my fingerprints on them and everything like that. Obviously, truck's still work in progress. All the dust on the roof kind of reinforces that, but these have been completely paint to match, and we also deleted all of the amber, clear lens in the center and clear lens on the side. Bumpers have been fully wrapped, and then we switched back to a 4x4 valance. They sit a little bit lower, and I know that this is somewhat controversial, but in my opinion, they do way more justice for the front end of the F450 than the 2-wheel drive ones. We also went out and powder coated the tow hooks black because they are chrome from the factory, kind of like those on Convict. Coming around to the side here, we've got gloss black 24-inch American Forces, and then we took it a step further and we actually went with paint to match spiked 33mm Lug Nut Covers. Those things just set off the truck so much. I had actually intended on doing those on this truck when this setup was on this truck. I just never got around to it, but I'm kind of happy I didn't because I think it just suits this thing like a T. It is leveled on a Carly 2.5-inch leveling kit that we picked up from CJC Off-Road. Those guys are absolutely awesome. They're Carly Suspension's largest distributor, and they will get you anything Carly really, really quick. Not a paid advertisement, just really good guys that I wanted to let you all know about. And then we went with an upgraded Fox 2.0 Resi shock that happened to be Gen 2.0, which are blacked out. It fits the build perfect. You guys can see we've got our rock lights on right now. Those things turned out really, really awesome. We've got 18 rock lights in total across the truck. Coming up here, of course, we've got our custom made in the USA, Lancaster County based manufacturing and supporting small business bullet antenna in black, of course. Mirrors have been paint to matched, as well as the Boost Auto Parts switchback daytime running lights. Now these are actually white for running lights and they'll switch back for your turn signals. And then we've got our wrapped mirror caps. Up on the top, we've got blacked out cab lights that are also white in nature, so all white LEDs up front from the headlights to the cab lights to the mirrors. On the side, we're actually waiting to get our 450 badges back from Sean at Peach Bottom Auto Body, but those are gonna kind of fall in sync with this whole color scheme that we've got going on. Down here on the side, one of my two favorite things about the build, although small, is we have the embossed Enthusiast logo behind the wrap, and then we've got completely custom blacked out paint to match badges on the outside. We had to make sure that we're reminding people that it's got the power stroke. I mean, come on. We've got our painter's tape up on the side because we're waiting for our adhesive to cure for the window moldings. These were chrome from the factory. Now they are paint to match. Same thing with door handles, chrome, now paint to match. And we did leave the roof black. Coming around the side here, kind of same deal, except we customized the factory lights and stenciled them out. So you can see these are the clear still. It's just that you have a tiny little window for light to shine through. Then of course you've got your red ones in the back, and same deal, stenciled out so that light can shine through. And coming around the rear, obviously tailgate and bumper still need to be put on, but we have our license plate, so we're good. The Platinum comes with that oh so sweet polished exhaust, but it didn't really fit this truck, being that it is a blacked out military green theme Platinum. So we actually went ahead and powder coated with heat resistant powder coating. And we're rolling around on 315/50 24 Nitto Ridge Grapplers. Probably has to be one of the greatest tires ever made. Truthfully guys, I've owned a lot of tires, mostly Nitto and Toyo. And I gotta say, for the aggressive nature of this tire, they're surprisingly quiet and they accomplish an absolutely great look. I'd say it's the best of all worlds if you're looking for just that perfect all-around tire. Also, not a paid advertisement, just letting my fellow enthusiasts know. So sitting back and looking at this thing as the second wrap truck that we've done on the channel, and I give it a 12 out of 10. I'm so happy with how it came together. Long Bed Larry was the first wrap that we did, and that was back towards the beginning of 2019. So we hadn't wrapped the truck for a while, and I'd say that we most certainly redeemed ourselves with this one right here. You can see just how much this color changes from outside to in. It's absolutely remarkable. I think it's one really badass characteristic of this truck right here. Oh my God, guys, I'm just blown away. I've kind of somewhat been struggling. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really don't know what else to say because it's just such an accomplishing feeling to sit here and actually see this truck completed. Obviously, there's a few more little bits and pieces that need to go together on it before it's actually whole and complete. I need to mess with the steering adjustment just a little bit so I can get that all squared away. Got to get the bumper on, tailgate on, Platinum bezel back on, F450 badge back on, side steps back on, and then we're gonna have a completed package. Forecast is showing this gorgeous weather all weekend, and as much as I want to take and stunt Sarge around Lancaster County, it's just not quite the time. Plus, I'm on extremely borrowed time with Lucifer, because sad for me, but happy for one of you, it's going to be exchanging possessions soon. Still no official announcement from Compliance Sweepstakes Services, but I anticipate it should be in the next video or two. If you're not following along with us on Instagram and Facebook, definitely check us out at Enthusiast Apparel on Instagram and at Enthusiast on Facebook. And of course, DURTYMAX on Instagram. If you haven't already, come on, people, I'll see you over there. Back window, sunroof, and windows are all open, ready to rock and roll and enjoy this absolutely beautiful weather. I got a date with the SVL90 for the rest of the day. Gonna do some manicuring and grooming of the backyard as we incrementally prepare for the building. The end of the month should bring, hopefully, knock on some wood. Hold on, let me do it because I'm superstitious. Some promising news for that project to begin, and then before you know it, we're gonna be erecting a building, my friends, and I cannot wait. You have no idea. My patience has been truly tested, but they say it's a virtue. I really don't like that age-old adage, but there is a lot of truth to it. So that being said, guys, stay tuned for the announcement of Dream Diesel giveaway number 18 happening